There's something I've never admitted. Not because it's shocking, not because it's dramatic, but because once you understand it, you start seeing it everywhere. I used to believe that when someone cared about you, you wouldn't have to question it. That attention was natural. That effort didn't need to be asked for. That silence always had a reason. I was wrong. It didn't begin with anything obvious. No argument, no clear breaking point. Just small changes, replies that took longer than before. Plans that stopped being suggested. Moments where I felt present, but unnecessary. Nothing I could confront. Nothing I could point at without sounding paranoid. So I stayed quiet. I told myself I was overthinking, that people get busy, that closeness fades over time. I convinced myself that asking for reassurance would make me look insecure. So instead of asking questions, I adjusted myself. I started lowering my expectations. I replied faster. I asked less. I accepted explanations I didn't fully believe, not because I understood, but because I didn't want to lose what little connection remained. Over time, I learned how to make myself smaller. I stopped expressing disappointment, stopped mentioning when something hurt, stopped reacting when something felt wrong. I became easier to be around and easier to ignore. What people don't really talk about is how neglect works. It doesn't arrive loudly. It doesn't announce itself. It settles quietly, slowly, until one day it feels normal. I stayed longer than I should have, not because I was deeply in love, but because leaving would mean admitting that I wasn't as important as I believed. And that realization felt heavier than staying invisible. There were moments when I felt completely alone while sitting right next to someone, listening carefully, smiling at the right moments, pretending everything felt fine, performing closeness. Eventually, something inside me changed. I stopped feeling anxious, stopped waiting for messages, stopped expecting effort. At first, I thought this meant I had grown, that I had become stronger. But it wasn't strength. It was numbness. That's when I understood something unsettling. I didn't miss the person. I missed the version of myself who still expected to be chosen. The version that believed presence meant care. Now, when people pull away, I don't chase them. I don't ask for explanations. I don't try to fix the silence. I let it exist. Not because I'm stronger, but because I learned how painful hope can be when it's never answered. Sometimes I wonder how many people are doing the same thing, staying quiet, adjusting themselves, calling endurance understanding. This is something I've never said to anyone. This was a silent confession. No judgment,